Here are the 9 contestants preparing for today's show. Only one of them will win up to £10,000. The others will leave with nothing when voted off as the weakest link.
Did you believe it? We've actually made 1,000 episodes of Weakest Link, which means 8,000 contestants insulted, picked on, then obliged to leave with nothing. And if that isn't a reason to celebrate, I don't know what is. Welcome to the Weakest Link.
And Robinson.
I love her. Wicked.
Goody, 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 goody. Push, push. Boom, boom.
Switchboard down. That was just for everybody at home.
Very cheeky lady. Oh, Boris.
You're very sexy. You are gorgeous.
Ding dong.
All right, you I'll get you off.
She's a hideous, sneering harridan and a disgrace to her sex.
By the way, read So last season. Enjoy.
These days, of course, we're global. Shown in more than 100 countries, from Serbia to Singapore, from Spain to Slovakia. So, watched by millions and millions of people around the world, the same quiz, the same set, the same lights, the same music, only the host is different. Annoyingly, most of them are younger than me.
Welkom.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Jó estét. Willkommen.
Bonsoir.
Welcome. Willkommen.
Mein Name ist Claudia, bin 30 Jahre alt, arbeite in der Druckerei und komme aus Viersen.
George. Why Doug?
He's been a bad boy, mistress. He needs to be punished.
You into that sort of thing, are you, George?
Now and then.
आप जा सकती हैं नमस्ते लेकिन आपने बुलाया तो हम चले आए but it was great fun. All the best to everybody. Bye.
The one place that didn't get a clone was America. I got to go to Hollywood.
With 4 votes, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
No, you're the weakest link, and you goodbye! You goodbye, weakest link! I'm not the weakest link. Maybe I'm the strongest link, and they're the weakest links. Think about that, America.
It makes me upset because I always try to achieve the best I can. I didn't this time.
Very in touch with their emotions, Americans. You know, all a long way, a very long way from a kitchen table in Chiswick where 2 writers dreamt up an idea for a quiz show and took it to the BBC.
It's probably one of 10 or 15 paper show formats that we sent into the BBC, and obviously that was the one they picked up on.
I was taken with it even then, the notion of the chain being broken and people blaming the person that broke the chain.
Ray, why did you vote for Caroline?
We didn't get a single question right. Simple as that.
I like the fact that there was something kind of mean and devilish about the whole thing, and it just seemed different.
Caroline, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
But what's a show without a name? And at that very early stage, it didn't have one.
I suggested Missing Link. You know, wouldn't it be terrible if you were the person who'd broken the chain? I thought Missing Link.
Welcome to the Missing Link. I don't think so.
And then I decided Money Chain was a better title.
Yeah, and I just told him no.
No.
No way.
No.
Welcome to the Money Chain. Definitely not.
And then Finton said, oh no, the Weakest Link, which
Weakest Link was
obviously
better.
makes more sense.
Welcome to the Weakest Link. Perfect. So, we had the name. Then on the pilot, one of the contestants got up my nose really badly, so much I added a very sarky goodbye.
The weakest link did become an amazing catchphrase. I know it was used in playgrounds, it was used in soap opera, it was used in pantomime. It really became something that you would hear on the bus and feel a kind of secret smile inside, thinking, we did that.
I know he's very keen on summing up policy in 6 words. Well, how about this? You are the weakest link, goodbye.
Not bad, a bit hammy, but who'd have thought it, the Prime Minister using our catchphrase in the House of Commons? Nearly as bizarre as me becoming a quiz show host in the first place.
When Annie was picked to do the pilot for The Weakest Link, she was at that time presenting Watchdog, which was a huge show, and she was very much the star of it.
Well, with me from Virgin Trains is Mark Furlong. It's a bit of a bad joke, this, isn't it? You can't deliver the trains on time. Now you go and try something else.
I've always believed that the person who fronts a quiz, you need to be able to believe that they can answer the questions. I think she had that authority.
It claims overcharging is not widespread. What do you think?
Picking Anne to be the host was a pretty brave move because I can't think of any female quiz show hosts. There really weren't any then in 2000, and I can't really think of any now.
She also had a touch of the devil in her, and we knew that she would bring something special to the show, although I have to say, we had no idea actually how she would play it.
They certainly didn't. Here, would you believe it, is how they thought I'd work in the show.
Anne Robinson would be our ideal host, as we're looking for someone who's not afraid to push the boundaries of existing quiz shows. Someone who can be firm enough to handle the voting off of the weakest links, yet sympathetic enough to soften the blow and ease the disappointment of the contestants when necessary.
Stop! Hold that thought. Let me tell you about Weakest Link contestants. They are not shy. They are not retiring. They are ruthless, utterly ruthless. They will do anything to win. As I worked out, the last thing they needed or deserved was my sympathy.
I didn't get where I am today without knowing the weakest link when I see one.
Ooh. I was voted off and I shouldn't have been by a lady with a beard.
You answered 2 questions right, and Denise only answered 1 question.
Really?
Why are you getting rid of Philippa?
Because she buys Laura Ashley.
Why Scott?
Well, I can't stand the bloody man.
I feel I've come into a sort of wrong parallel universe with a lot of educationally subnormal overweight people, and I'm delighted the good-looking people didn't vote for me. But there we are.
So here was my argument. If the contestants could have attitude, so could I.
So, Vanessa.
Yes.
Who told you you'd look good in that top? Nat.
Hello, Anne.
You look as if you've had your lunch. Were you on medication when you bought that top? Take us through the look. Is it meant to look like a sort of chavvy Oliver Reed?
That sort of thing, yes.
I'm a retail assistant manager.
Are you, with that deep voice?
Yes.
I suppose I've got to say yes if you ask now.
Oh, I think we won't bother.
So you've got an irritating voice, an irritating laugh, and you're lazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess you live alone, because nobody who lived with you would let you go out looking like that.
You guess right.
Donna, why have you come dressed as a blancmange? How many curtains had to die to make that shirt, Tom?
Oh.
Are you Barry Manilow's love child?
I don't think so, no.
Hop up. Do you want a ladder? No. Oh, Anne. Russell.
Anne?
You're not really a medium, are you? You're more of an extra large. Yeah, that's standard Weakest Link banter these days. What everyone expects. But, you know, it wasn't in August 2000 when the first show went out. We had no idea we were making history. We just thought we were making a new daytime quiz show for BBC Two.
I'm Melanie, I'm 28 and I'm a student from Birmingham.
I'm Melanie Thomas, I'm 34, I'm an NHS worker, and I was the very first ever Weakest Link.
I'm David, 36, from Leicestershire, and I'm an inserts manager. My first memory of Anne coming onto the studio floor took me back to my childhood, hiding behind the sofa watching the Hammer House of Horror Dracula movie.
Welcome to the Weakest Link.
When we actually got to the studios and we saw the whole setup, we thought it was really dark and it was really scary, actually.
Melanie, you are the Weakest Link. Goodbye.
To this day, I have not seen that show. I told nobody except my boyfriend and my kids. Nobody knew at the time that I was on there.
Yes, and Melanie might have got away with it. Because, you know, that first Monday tea time, secretly, I wasn't sure anyone would get the hang of the show. Secretly, I wasn't sure if I'd got the hang of it. I certainly wasn't sure we'd get any viewers. But, oh, how we did.
There was a call when I sat down in my office on the Tuesday morning. David, can you please call so-and-so in the Policy and Planning Department about the 200 complaints?
Anne Robinson is the rudest, most sarcastic person I've ever watched on television.
Right.
The programme should be called The Anne Robinson Horror Show.
Really?
No wonder she was voted the rudest person on television. She's been that for a long time.
Fabulous. People were watching.
An hour later, I get a call from the controller of BBC Two saying, David, congratulations, the ratings have doubled from this time last week in the same slot. This is a huge success.
I always thought that the complaints were a positive thing. People love to hate Annie, and she knows that. You know, she's playing the game.
And believe it or not, in those first few shows, I was remarkably restrained.
I think in the early days, I'm amazed by how little Anne talked to the contestants. It was really just a case of, you're a maths teacher, you got the maths question wrong, you're rubbish, you're the weakest link, goodbye. And really it makes me laugh now to think of the stir that she caused, because it feels quite tame when you watch those early shows.
She wasn't as ruthless then as she is now. So it was good, we got away with a lot.
Yes, I was incredibly reasonable, Melanie, because, Melanie, you were the first student. Now we've had 1,000 shows worth of students, IT consultants, health workers, events managers, and worst of all, oh, how I hate them. I really, really hate them. Teachers.
Just sit down quietly for a minute and I'll come and see you in a minute.
Want to go shoplifting?
Right, Anne, I think you better stand outside while I tell everyone else what they're doing.
Can I go shoplifting, please, miss?
No, Anne, I don't think that's very appropriate for the classroom.
I don't want to be in your class.
Anne, excuse me, please. The rest of the class is trying to...
I teach media, Anne. How to make TV programmes.
Right. That's right, so you're going to ask me why, Bob? No, so I'm preempting your question, sorry.
It's such a
It comes with being a teacher. I can't stop talking.
It's so irritating, isn't it? We just need you to say why, Brian.
He was the first one to get a question wrong.
You see, the trouble with you deputy headmasters is you spend far too long hearing the sound of your own voice without anyone telling you to shut up.
Will you stop that now and settle down? We've all had enough of that.
To be fair, at least teachers call themselves teachers, not pupil learning interface coordinators. Some of the other job titles, I despair.
I'm an entry to employment coordinator.
Don't be silly. There is no such thing. That's just a stupid string of words.
No.
I'm a semi-retired domestic operative.
So you're a cleaner?
I'm a cleaner.
What do you do, Trevor?
Conversion operative.
Is that a euphemism?
No, I make plastic bags.
I put together packages of care for older people.
Packages of care?
Yes.
You're an area manager, you're a point of contact, and you're a bolt-on system. What do you think's happened to the English language, Casey?
And then there's those who can't be bothered to work at all. They're called students.
What are you studying?
Naval architecture.
Oh, why?
I'm still studying biology. I'm doing a master's.
How much study can you make of biology?
At least.
What possible use is it doing a master's? What are you studying?
Chemical engineering.
What does that involve?
Lots of difficult maths that you wouldn't understand if I tried to tell you, Anne.
I'm studying a master's in forensic psychology.
Yeah. Is crime a drain on society?
It is.
Is it? That's
Very
rich coming from a student. What have you done to contribute to society? What do people who go to university and waste their time doing religious studies do afterwards?
I want to be a teacher.
Oh, it's just a vicious circle, isn't it?
I suppose it is.
Well, I have had a job before, but I decided I didn't like it, so I wanted to come back to study.
Because it's just a cop-out, isn't it, taking a master's? I mean,
Yeah.
what use is a master's?
I just don't want to get a real job, Anne.
You don't... Right, we've got that over with quickly. Well, at least they're young, they might grow out of it. Alas, eventually, they'll grow, and they'll keep growing, until they become a very irritating OAP. We're not an old people's home, you know.
Oh, that's a pity.
Now, no more trouble, Yvonne.
I never cause trouble. I'm most amenable.
Nothing but a nuisance since you got here.
I'm retired, Anne.
So you just make a nuisance of yourself, do you?
If I can.
You haven't been here as long as me.
I have.
You'll never win.
Bob,
Yes, Anne?
What's it like being old?
I don't know, I've not got there yet.
So you're just an old git who does the garden, I suppose?
Do a bit of gardening.
Yeah. Make it interesting, Bill, because it's
Singing
quite
the-
hard with you old people to think of anything to say to you. Is your brain gone to mush?
Well, it's going there, I fear, yes.
Is it? So you shuffle round in your slippers all day?
Well, I like to be comfortable.
Ray, you are the weakest link. Can you hear me?
I can.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'm coming, I'm coming. I'm coming, all the way.
There was John there.
Oh, isn't this lovely, all these men handing me around? Honestly, I mean, this is the best bit.
That was Yvonne manhandling one of my toy boys, but at least she didn't sing.
Been waiting all my life to do this.
Sexy, everything about you so sexy. You don't even know what you've got. You're really hitting my spot.
My old man said,
And Robinson, she's glamour and strife, but sweeter than life. If you say
Oh, dear. Oh, I think we'll give up there.
Once I ran to you, now I run from you. Oh, tinted love.
Rio de Janeiro, Rio de Janeiro.
We are the cheeky girls.
Oh, the crystal chandeliers light up the paintings on your wall. That do?
Not really.
Take my faithful pie, take all the pie, oh, love me. Tell you much, baby.
Next!
Goodbye, laughing lady.
I'm just going to go to a happy place.
Somewhere over that rainbow.
Way up high. There's a... I've got to...
Oh, I think we'll give up there. And then, when I do want them to perform, they won't. Are you not going to sing a bit for us?
No, I'm not here to sing. I'm here to win money for charity if I'm lucky enough.
Couldn't you sing a bit of Electric for us?
I could if I wanted to, yeah.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I won't be patronised and I'm not going to sing.
You stand up for yourself.
And maybe Johnny will be patronised, will you? Could you sing for us?
He could.
I could, but...
We are both singers, but, you know, we're here to raise money for charity.
Give us a tune.
No.
Why not?
No.
Why won't you sing for me?
I'm just not doing it.
I'm not going to sing you any song, because I don't sing. I'm not a singer. I'm just a musician.
No, it's only pretend, though.
I know. Well, just pretend that you've heard me singing.
That's telling me. Now, the show, as you know, is 45 minutes long. Well, it is if people concentrate. I mean, how difficult can this be?
Ross.
Did you not see a red light?
I did, I thought, yeah.
So then what happened?
I was a bit slow turning it over.
OK, could you get quick?
I'll try and speed up.
Right. Because I hate having to do it again. Put your boards down.
Mark.
Oh, I don't mind, Mark. I'm sorry, I've done that one. Which bit don't you understand, Vera?
I'm sorry.
No, which bit don't you understand?
I don't know. I thought the light was on me and I was to say Mark.
There's always one. Are we doing it again because of Colin? Are you with us or against us?
I'm on your side. I didn't see the red light. I'm sorry.
It's always the old ones. I don't like having old... I promise you, I do not like having old people on this programme. Don't speak to me.
Look at Annie. And walk forward. Now you look to me.
Well, no, I've only got to put my board down.
Oh, for goodness sake, Kim.
Yes.
But you must admit the question was a bit ambiguous.
Do you know what, Omar? For somebody who hasn't even got the nous to put their board down before they leave, you're in no position to argue. Just keep looking at me until you've put your board down.
And walk.
everybody says, is she really like that, or is it just an act? No, she's really like this.
You need to say the name.
I thought you meant just press the button. When the red light goes on, you press the button. And then you say the name. Don't cry, because that doesn't help.
Oh, God. OK, I will.
He's not
I
going to
will.
help. OK, I can forgive the contestants. It's the first time they've been on the set. The production team have no excuse. In the common expression... OK, we have a wrong set of questions, so we really know who is the weakest
We're starting
link.
on the hardest ones, you see.
And the producer has been here 2 years, not counting tomorrow.
It isn't only the contestants who get it. I can remember my first day in studio, and she said, darling, bumpy bra, smooth T-shirt, not a good look. So it isn't just the contestants.
I can't tell you what you won, because no one's done the sums upstairs and there's nothing on my screen. OK, even I make the odd mistake. I am only human.
But one of them will leave with nothing. As round by round, we choose the player. I've forgotten... I'm sorry. I've only done it 785 times.
First question is for £20. I'll do that again. In biology, the word dentition refers in the human body, which acid is produced to aid digestion in the stomach, sulfuric or hydrochloric?
Sulfuric.
Correct. Thanks, Gwen. No, sorry, it's my entire fault. Hang on, I've lost my earpiece. Do that bit again. A pyramidologist or a sphinxter?
Sorry, that's sphinxter.
It's not a word, is it? Oops, my earpiece has come out. Hang on.
M&M.
It's like aminal. M and N.
It's like M and M.
M and M.
And now a bit quicker.
M and M.
Beautiful, thank you.
Bet you play golf.
Oh, I do.
Is
Go on,
that
girl,
after...
get it out.
Yeah, no. And in 1,000 shows has my face occasionally cracked. Yes, there has been the odd time when I have been less than professional. Have you got a girlfriend at the moment?
Yes, I have, yeah.
And will she like the fact that we all know she wears little panties?
I think most women do nowadays, Anne.
Really?
I'm sure you don't wear big pants.
I can't do this job anymore. I'll do that again.
Single-handedly, I circumnavigated the M25.
Do this. So, Michelle, what do you do?
I'm a care assistant, Anne.
Shut up, sorry. What is that?
I have done Shakespeare in the past. Have
you?
Doing Alice Through the Looking Glass in December. So, not playing Alice, I must admit.
She works as an Avon lady.
Right. So, Michelle... Of course, none of those made the final cut. I've got an image to maintain.
Now the game's more about competing against Anne and trying to get as many rounds forwards as possible. I think a lot of people don't actually go there to win it. They just go there to say, I survived until the 5th round, or at least I didn't get voted out in the first rounds.
When Anne is rude, often people are rude back, which is fantastic, which means it's as much their show as hers, and it's almost like she has sidekicks now on the programme.
Why have you got long hair like a girl?
Why have you got short hair like a bloke?
You do your hair yourself?
Absolutely.
a bit old-fashioned, isn't it?
But then again, yours looks like as though you've got a dead berry, Tony, so don't tell me about mine.
Is it true, Anne, you make your own yoghurt? You get a pint of milk and stare at it?
And your questions were difficult, were they?
Well, obviously I felt they were because I didn't know the answers.
You stand here, and then we'll see just how bright or how stupid you really are. So don't be clever with me.
I talk to horses. I understand horses. I communicate with them. And
OK, let's pretend I'm a little horse.
Head for the truck and for the glue factory.
Are people of 84 allowed to go on motorways?
Did you speak then, or did the wind blow?
Were you born tall, Martin?
Not this tall.
Well, I said in that one. Then there's others I long to get the better of me. Men. I don't think I'd let you look under my bonnet.
I bet you would. Don't pretend that you don't want a piece.
Oh, no. Have you any feelings for the older woman, Andy? You have to be devastatingly good-looking to work with trees.
Thanks very much, Anne.
I don't know a lot about cricket, but I think you're quite gorgeous.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Anne.
Better?
I love her. She's an absolute fox.
What do you like in the shower?
Ding dong.
Could you just show me the bit of cricket where you rub the ball?
You like men in white?
I just like men, Paul.
Everything was fantastic. Loved every minute of it. And she's sexy. What age is she?
I'm as old as you want me to be, Dermot. Now, as everyone knows, I've thrown money at this face. I've talked about it, and by golly, the contestants like to talk about it.
Well, I'm 43, so I just put a lot of makeup on, so, you know what I mean, just pull it back a bit, you know exactly what I mean. So what will happen...
The only thing I find spooky about Anne is the lack of movement in her face, which I was completely intrigued about, and I really want to see, like, just lift her hair up a little bit and have a wee look.
You kind of remind me of a ventriloquist, but without the dummy, because I can hear stuff coming, but nothing's moving.
Actually, there's plenty moving, but agreed, it's not the same face as you saw on show 1. Take a look. First show. OK, who wants to see that again? First show? Now, moving swiftly on, what can we expect in the future? Eventually, will everyone in the country get their 15 minutes of shame? Will I keep looking younger? Who knows? But if it all gets too much, I already have my perfect replacement.
Android activated!
Not the android. The android.
To the weakest link. You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Another way of getting rid of the contestants, but then you lose one of the best bits of the show. That walk of shame.
You are the weakest link.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. Goodbye. Go. Yes, 1,000 shows. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, contestants. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye.
Anne got me to demonstrate milking a cow. I should have done it sideways, but I done it in full frontal.
She made me sing the Welsh national anthem
and do a tap dance at the same time.
I'll never live it down, but I always loved being on. It was a fantastic experience.
The words I would use to describe Biggest Link are breathtaking, fun,
Splendid.
Quite lengthy.
frightening, fantastic.
Life-changing.
That's it. Good heavens. Thanks, everybody.